Riccardo Mandolini, bonjour. On va commencer l'entretien avec votre présentation. Est-ce que vous pouvez vous présenter?
Yes, of course. I would like to say that I have been working, I'm a composer, I have been working at the electronic music many, many years. I am also professor at the University Lille 3. And I am responsible of the studio of electroacoustic music du Nord. I co-direct with Christina Kassem the festival whose name is CIME 2000. We have made different CIMEs. We have made 2013, 14, 15, 16, and we hope to continue. The university helps us to realize this kind of work. Anyway, my activities, I am a composer, and I am very, very interested in all what means electroacoustic music composition, also instrumental composition. I have been also a composer of instrumental music.
Depuis combien de temps composez-vous de la musique électroacoustique?
Well, I began in the electroacoustic music field when I was about 25. That means many, many years ago. I began in Argentina. I made some kind of short studio of electronic music of about 3 minutes. And then I had to come to Europe. I began to study at Germany at the Musikhochschule Köln with Professor Hans-Ulrich Humpert. I've been working with him about six years, and then I went away. So I can say I have been working in electroacoustic music, and I have seen different technological revolutions going around. The first big revolution was just this passage between analog and numeric digital music. This is very important, and it happened in the moment I arrived to work. I'm speaking of the year 1977, so I know exactly the analog techniques, like just cut of tape and this kind of works. At the same time, I've been learning in these years all about computer music. The second big revolution was the passage between big computers to small computers in what we call microinformatic. And at that moment, of course, the transformation was great, was very important. Many, many big computers were put away, and we decided to work with just the elements, the small computers. We had then programs that helped us to work.
Comment abordez-vous la musique électroacoustique?
Well, this is a very important question because when you work in a studio like this one, you have so many possibilities, so incredible possibilities. You can do many, many things, but not all this world of things, of possibilities, is interesting for the composer. He must learn to reduce the possibilities, just to say these things, I am interested in these things and I'm not interested in these ones. In a way, we have to select, to make a selection. And this selection occurs also in terms of technique, because it's not everything interesting, although the technique is very interesting. You should not be interested just because it is good from the point of view of the technique. This is not so interesting. A composer should work always with the idea of his identifications. He identifies himself with several materials, several problems, several things, and he realizes this music in this way. So never use material because it is beautiful to use them. Just it's important to make some reduction. Work always with the principle of economics, economy of materials. That's the most important element in electroacoustic music.
Êtes-vous seulement un compositeur de la musique électroacoustique?
No, I have been working also in instrumental field. I'm also a musician, an interpreter. I just performed music with guitar, also violoncello, cello, where I work in Argentina. I play several percussion instruments, also flute instruments, and although my voice is like this nowadays, I used to sing in a choir.
Comment composez-vous votre musique électroacoustique?
Well, I begin always at the same way. I begin to play like a child plays with things, just to see how they are, to discover them. I play with sound materials. I try to recognize these sound materials, and I am not care about the organization in this first moment. The organization is going to come later, not at the first moment. And the first moment is just to make contact with material, and to be really to play like children play with things, like with balloons or something, and then these things organized till the moment you arrive to say and to understand. There is some kind of logic in the way you put things. This is very, very important. Don't care about the way things are in the first moment. Just put them in the way you like. Because in one moment these things are going to organize themselves. And they are going to say, okay, this is the way. And there is this one and no other one. This is the fantastic moment where just a game will become a piece of music, a piece of something. So there is one first moment where you just treat materials like a game. You are just playing with them. Just put one of them, combinatorics, all what you like, just technically work with them in one way, in the other way, it's the same. But in one moment you will have some click, and in this moment means there will be a logic, there will be some kind of coherence in the materials, in the way they organize. And when you have this coherence, you will never abandon it. You will continue with this. Till another moment where the coherency returns back and you continue to realize what you are doing. So, that is general principles. First principle, economics of materials, I have already said. Second principle, a system where you can just use materials as a game, not seriously, not take this seriously, just work with them, play with them, because in one moment things are going to happen, and in one moment you will discover in your materials some kind of coherency. And that is the first intuition you will have about form, of the form of the piece.
Quelle est votre opinion de la durée d'une œuvre électroacoustique?
It depends. It depends. It depends because the dower of music is not related with other things as the form. In music we can compare two dowers that are absolutely different. Let's say, for example, Wagner with operas like, for example, Gottesdämmerung or Parsifal. These operas have about 4 hours dower. They last 4 hours. And on the other side we have Webern, and we take a piece of Webern, for example, Anton Webern wrote the Bagatelle, opus 9 für Streichquartett. And this piece, it was about seconds, about 1 minute or something. Well, these two different dowers, the two different durations, have nothing to do with the good or the not good of the music. Because Wagner has one form, and he's defending this form, he's realizing this form. And Weber had another form, and he is also trying to develop this idea of form. There is a poet, a German poet, whose name is Hölderlin, and he said something is incredibly intelligent. He said, to live is in a way to defend a form, to represent a form. Each composer has this idea of form and decides to put the form in the realization.
Quel a été le commencement de votre intérêt pour la musique électroacoustique?
I was convinced that the electronic music, electroacoustic music in general, would have a very important role in what what I name the narrative of music. With this music, you can really imagine things that are not possible to imagine when you just work with instrumental music. Why? Because your fantasy goes really very far if you think that every sounding element can be used as an element of the composition. So at that moment I decided to work with electronic music because I decided to make some kind of film without words. I would like simplement to make some kind of relationship between materials, associations of ideas, and when I am convinced, when you, the composer, has these associations, the public is going also to have. That doesn't mean that they have the same associations, but they will have associations of ideas working on.
Et maintenant, est-ce que vous vous considérez comme un compositeur de musique électroacoustique?
I think so. I think so. I begin to discover many interesting things. It's very curious because I have been working so many years, but I think this is infinite. We continue to deep and go deeper in our knowledge, in our way of treating materials and everything. One thing is important is when I speak about materials, sound materials, it's not to be totally fixed in the new value of materials. It is not important to work always with new materials. You can also use old materials, but if you are really put in a clever way, well, this material will be in an association and an interrelationship that is new. There was this French writer and philosopher, Marcel Proust. He said always, something I think is very important, just to do something new, it's not so important. What is important is to look to things with new eyes.
Quelle réaction souhaitez-vous que le public ait en écoutant l'œuvre que vous allez présenter cet après-midi?
Well, I am not very sure about the reaction. My piece, the piece I will play this noon, is a piece written for Bansuri and electroacoustic octophonic support. I would like some simply to propose some kind of voyage, a trip, where the people they are coming and hearing and just traveling with me. I really love this piece. I would like that public also loved it as I do, and I would like also that they move. They don't stay there where they are, but they just begin to move. I am thinking in terms of dance in this music, and I would like that public would feel this dance also in their hearts.